must get all sorts out of the marshes. Well, whose bright idea was it to do the drop here anyway? I know, Art, I know. But this is the biggest shipment we've ever taken, and if half the reception committee can't find the sodding drop, it don't exactly make the other half look good, does it now? Me! I'm the other half! No, don't try switching on your torch, imbecile. Do you want every copper and busybody from Lincolnshire to Ipswich to know we're out here? Yes, I know it's dark, that's the point. Look, they'll be here soon. Once the moon comes out, you might be able to find a track or something, or follow a creek to the sea, then turn left. Yes, I know it's muddy, Art. Bogs often are. Look, I managed to find it fine. I told my sister you were an idiot when she married you. I knew we should have travelled up together. Okay, calm down. What you need to do is...
She-Eagle to Coot.
Crap in a handbag.
She-Eagle to Coot, come in, please. Are you receiving? Over.
Useless bloody thing. I'll call you back in a sec.
She-Eagle to Coot, come in, please. Can you hear me? Over.
Yes, bloody yes. Hello, Sea Eagle. Coot speaking. This is Coot here. Receiving you loud and clear. Over.
Are you set? Over.
We're set. What's your ETA? Over.
Rip is on its way. Just entering harbour now. Should be with you shortly. Depends on the moonlight and if the clouds move over.
Hopefully that they'll be able to,
Half the money's transferred. We've had the go-ahead to deliver you the gear. Now, final check. We don't want any cock-ups. You're playing with the big boys now. I hope for all our sakes you're prepared right. Do you have the rucksacks? Over.
Rucksacks, check. Over.
Okay. There are two of you. You'll need two to carry the gear over. Coot, are you receiving? Over.
Balls. Yep, got that, Sea Eagle. Sorry, bad line. Yes. Two to carry the gear over? Over. Art, where the frig are you?
Good. And you've not seen anything suspicious? Over.
No, over.
There's nobody else about on the marshes? Over.
No, we're all alone. Over.
Any police about in the village today? Over.
No. Typical sleepy seaside village, all ice creams, buckets and spades. Over.
Nobody is gonna think they're Jean-Claude Van Damme. Over.
No. All smooth as a... smooth as a smoothie. Over.
Good. This ain't the movies. Over.
No. Over.
You never know who's creeping up behind you. Over.
Yep. Anyone clever will keep an eye over their shoulder. Over.
We will. See that you do too. No screw-ups. Expect us when the moon comes back out, if not before. Out.
Out. Oh, come on.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
What happened to you?
I fell over.
You fell over?
That's what I said. Almost slid to the sea. The moon was in. Well, it's embarrassing enough without you staring.
Well, it'll be more embarrassing when the delivery arrives. What are we going to look like?
Like we've just crossed a salt marsh in the dark. So it won't matter. Because they won't see us. Because it'll be dark. I think I've got water in my phone.
Unbelievable.
Thanks for the sympathy.
You can have sympathy when you get something right. Now try to concentrate on the job in hand.
Is that better?
No.
What about now?
What am I, a mirror?
I was lucky, really.
Lucky? You look like a cross between an advert for the Royal Marines and an outtake from Country File.
Call it camouflage, then.
A camouflage?
Yeah, but it's lucky, though. Could have drowned.
It'd make my life easier if you did.
Me dad stepped in a puddle once up here on holiday. Just an innocent little puddle in the path, same as any other. Walking along in his welly, so he didn't bother going round, and whoomph, he disappears over his head, and he's 6'3". It was a pothole. In the path.
Yeah.
You get 'em round here, even in the paths. They're bottomless. They look like a puddle, but step in one and you'll know about it. And Dad knew. Lucky me and Rob was with him.
Rob, your brother Rob?
Yeah, Rob, me brother Rob. Who do you think?
Well, we know a lot of Robs.
Well, if I'm on about when I was a kid, it'll be Rob, me brother Rob, innit?
Innit?
Well, me and Rob, me brother Rob, we pulled him out. Though I would have been 8 and he'd have just been 6-ish. But when Dad went, his hands went up, like this. 1 second me Dad's there. Next, there's just a pair of hands waving at me. It was funny now, but squeaky pants time when you're there. We grabbed his hands and he kicked his way out. He lost both his wellies. He had to walk back in his socks. He drove back to the caravan in them too. Funny thing was, guess what he was talking about just before he went?
I don't know. Tell me.
No, guess.
Price of fish?
No, he was on about how kids are always getting themselves mucky. Grown up sees mud, he says. Grown up sees mud, grown up goes round mud. Kid sees mud, he says. Kid goes, whoa, yay, chance to get mucky. And your poor mother has to clean your clothes and you. And when I want a bath, it's filthy dirty with whatever muck he's been splashing around in. And with that, he dropped into this puddle like a sack of potatoes. Well, you'd think that would show him, but you know Dad, he's never wrong. So once we pulled him out and Rob stopped crying, Dad turns to us, and what does he say?
What?
That's why you've always got to wear your wellies. Out here, they're about safety, not keeping your trousers clean. And he stood there, in his socks, covered in his muddy tar, looking ready to be feathered. And he's waving his clean hands at us, the only bit of him that ain't black, giving us this lecture about keeping clean and safe. Oh, did me and Rob laugh at him? Yeah, oh, I'll never forget that.
And that was here, was it?
No, it was along the coast a bit. But you get the same thing here, potholes and that.
So, knowing that, what made you think this would be a good place for the drop?
Oh, I've always thought so.
How many times you been here?
Loads of times. Every year when I was a kid on holidays.
And recently?
Not so much. Always meant to, but never got round to it. Till now, of course. I always meant to bring Lucy up here, show her the place.
Leave my sister out of it.
Hear that? An oyster catcher.
And leave the ornid bloody phology out of it too.
What's eating you?
What's eating me?
Yes, Moody Moo, what's eating you?
I'll tell you what's eating me. I am collecting a large amount of illicit herbiage from a very important importer, and I appear to have enlisted the help of a contagious idiot who hasn't been near the place for a very long time.
Do you mean contagious?
Yes.
Don't think you do. Don't you mean congenital?
What? Have you swallowed the dictionary? What the bloody hell does congenital mean?
Well, con is Latin for with, and genital as in genes. So a congenital idiot is a genetic idiot. It runs in the family like.
Yes, idiocy runs in your family. No, I have no desire to stand here discussing genitals with you, contagious idiot. Returning to my original point, you are here as my guide on the basis that you know this area, and I have found the rendezvous by moonlight and without falling into the marsh between the car and here.
Well, it's a long way across the marshes, and they change over time. It's coastal erosion and that.
And I have managed to remain at the rendezvous and concentrate on the job in hand without telling the story of half my childhood, or bringing coastal erosion into it, or disappearing into a pothole.
No, that was my dad.
Oh, same difference. So what made you think this would be a good place for the drop, given that you, in charge of navigation, have failed...
Eagle to Coot, come in please. Are you receiving? Over.
Go and try and clean yourself up a bit in the sea, it's just over there. And try not to get lost, or fall over. Yes, Sea Eagle, this is Coot receiving. Go ahead, Sea Eagle. Over.
We've hit a flaw in the plan. Seem to be off track. Might be delayed. Over.
OK, Sea Eagle. We're good to sit tight and wait, but what's the problem? Over?
It's black as hell out here. We're working our way in, but have to go slowly. Might have to creep along the edge of the marshes to find you. Over.
OK, understood, Sea Eagle. Do you want us to flash a torch or something to guide you in? Over.
No. Repeat, no, Coot. No more lights than absolutely necessary. We don't want any attention. Over.
I know, but what if it becomes necessary? Over.
Then we'll call back. Over.
The moon's out here now. It should be with you shortly. Over.
Good. We'll keep you updated, Coot. Out.
Out. Right.
Look! Neptunae antiquia.
What?
It's a red whelk.
You're showing me a whelk? Is there a stand? Are we stopping for a snack?
The shell's well rare and it's well pretty. Look at the pattern. Where's me torch?
No lights. How many times? Concentrate on the job in hand.
Might as well keep it interesting while we're waiting. Ribs on its way then.
Yeah. How do you know the Latin for whelk then?
Learnt the names of molluscs when I was a kid. You know how your brain soaks up information when you're little? It just goes in and stays. Well, I was fascinated by these shells when we were on holiday, and I got a book about them for Christmas, and I read that, and got another, and when we went to the seaside we'd play in rock pools, and I'd know all the names, and each genus and species and family has a Latin name, and I learnt all about them. And you don't forget that stuff. And the birds too, waders and that.
Really?
And when I was a teenager I had to hide it, though I still went out birdwatching down the Thames estuary. But I'd never get a girlfriend by talking about taxonomic ranks of molluscs, so I didn't talk about it, because everyone would take the piss. But it's well interesting.
And people no longer take the piss?
Concentrate on the job in hand.
Well, let's go through the plan then.
We know the plan.
Yeah, but it's not gone so well so far.
OK. We meet Sea Eagle here shortly. He drops off, the rib goes back out, they meet the ship and head back to Holland. Nobody knows they were here.
Certainly not us.
Not anybody. Tide's out, so nobody will be going up or down harbour. Nobody will have any reason to be here. And it's a spring tide, so all of this will be covered in 5 hours and any trace will be washed away. We've got the full moon, so we won't need any more lights than what we need to unload.
Correct.
Lucy should have transferred half the money. Have you heard from her?
Not from her, but he's mentioned it on the radio before you arrived. It's all in hand. What's their story if they're stopped?
They're on a night diving trip.
OK. Carry on.
We put the gear in the rucksacks, we go back to the car, split up, make lots of money, pay back nasty Rob what he's lent us to buy the gear, plenty left to spend on a wife.
That's the plan.
I was wondering, can't I have a bigger cut? I'll spend it all on her anyway.
You can have what I give you.
But I'm taking...
You know why? Wouldn't like your nasty little secret getting out, would we?
Don't remind me.
Once we're back at the cars and split up, what's next?
You head back to London for distribution, I go west to Wolverhampton and pass my load off with Rob there.
Which Rob?
Squinty Rob.
And the compartment in your car's ready?
Yep, yours?
Don't be questioning me. Lucy and me did all the preparations round mine this morning. Cars, spare fuel, weapons, supplies. What's the thing you're not to forget?
As soon as we're off the marsh, text Luce. She hands over the rest of the cash to their associate in London.
Next question.
Yes?
Why would you give us such a twatty call sign? Coot.
Well, they're Sea Eagle on account of sea eagles are predators. They're really beautiful.
They're not. They're gone to seed washed up ex-junkies with scars like a Millwall fan, ugly as sin. So why are we Coot?
Coots are amphibious, very similar to moorhens, with a link between land and sea, so I thought it was appropriate.
Well, why weren't we moorhen then? Sounds like we're bold or something. Bold as a coot. I should have never let you choose the call sign. And another last thing. You got your gun?
Yep.
It's ready? Loaded?
Yep.
When did you last clean it?
After we did that test firing.
Well then, do it again now while we've got a moment. We don't want it jamming if we need it. I'm a bit disappointed you don't know this place as well as I was led to believe. Lucy says you're always going on about it.
Oh, I love the place. We stayed all along the coast here. Caravans when we were little, then B&Bs later.
You have my condolences.
Nah, it was great. Not like all them package holidays. Go and get sunburnt and too hot and ripped off.
Nah, who'd want good food, good weather, sandy beaches when you can have a muddy swamp?
Everyone speaks English.
Bit of the other with buff Spanish waiters.
It's proper food.
Lovely tan. Oh, shit the bed! What are you playing at?
It was an accident, wasn't
Are
it?
you totally inept?
Well, the usual question would be, am I all right?
Well, I'm not. Nearly gave me a coronary.
Well, you know.
He'd serve you right.
What's your bloody fault?
How?
You got me to fire down a trigger.
So it'd fire easier in an emergency. I forgot that cleaning things is a state of emergency for you.
Do you think they'll have heard inland?
Nah, too far off. Unless they're out digging bait or something.
Do you think they'll have heard? On the boat?
Coot to Sea Eagle, come in please, over. Coot to Sea Eagle, come in please, over.
Oh, God, what if they have?
Well, then you're to blame for them legging it back out to sea, I would.
Oh, God.
Coot to Sea Eagle, come in please, over.
Hello, Coot. What's up? Over.
Just checking up. Oh, over.
Everything's fine here. Not far from you now. Over.
Good. Out.
Everything okay your end? Over.
Yes, all good, no panic. Out.
Are you positive? Anything we should know about? Over?
Did you just hear anything? Over?
No. Did you? Over?
No, over.
So why do you ask? Over?
Just checking. Over.
Checking over.
Oh, idiot. Ow.
Okay, so everything's fine, everybody's happy, nobody heard anything. Over.
Yep, all good. Over.
Alright, out.
Honestly.
Sorry? Guns go off. They're sensitive. They're dangerous.
You're a liability.
I didn't mean to.
Well, don't then.
It's a turnstone. Pretty name, that.
Right. Look, we just got to wait it out now.
I've got a fishy on a little dishy, I've got a fishy I've got a fishy on a little dishy, I've got a fishy when the boat comes in.
Give it a rest! We're trying to be subtle, remember?
Sorry? What's that from then?
How do you mean?
Why do I know it?
Advert in the 90s, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah. For what?
Fish.
Oh.
Well, I'm off to water the peonies.
Pardon?
Well, I'm off to make the ocean deeper.
I'm not with you.
I'm going for a piss.
Why didn't you just say that?
'Cause I'm a woman outdoors and I can't put it off any longer. Take the radio. If they turn up, take delivery. I'll be back very soon.
Oyster catcher. Let's have a proper look at this red welt then, shall we? Ooh, lovely.
The Eagle to Coot, come in, please.
Oh,
Over.
bugger! Receiving loud and clear, Sea Eagle. Over.
Who is this? Over.
Coot. Nah, never mind. Coot here. I'm the other Coot. There are two of us. Anything wrong? Over.
No, nothing wrong, Coot. Everything in order your end? Over.
Yes, everything's in order. Over.
Good. We're back on track. Over.
Roger that. 10-4. Over.
What? Over?
All fine. We're ready for you. Over.
Good. The moon's about to go in again, but shouldn't be a problem. Out.
Okay. Out.
Well, that's out of the way for the night.
Good.
Everything all right here?
Yep. Fine.
Did I miss anything?
No.
Good.
Oh, yeah. They radioed.
And?
It was just a progress report.
And how's progress?
Oh, it's good. It's good. It's back on track.
They didn't find it odd that you answered, not me?
No. I think we got away with it.
So everything's hunky-dory?
Yep.
So why are you acting so oddly? Oh, I told you, no lights! Give me that, and the stupid shell. You can have it back when you promise to stop being an almighty numpty. Will you stop being an almighty numpty? Yes! Good. Do try, just for tonight.
Just one thing.
Yes.
You can keep the shell.
Oh, thank you.
For luck.
Most kind. You can have it back at the end of class. Dog.
Or a werewolf.
Got the full moon for it. Why is it called a werewolf? Weird name.
Were means man in Old English. It just means man wolf.
Oh, right. I had a feeling you'd know. So why do they come out when there's a full moon?
Dunno. Could be something to do with the old theory that sanity was linked to the phases of the moon. That's why a lunatic's called a lunatic. They come out on a full moon. Luna means moon, I think.
Be a good way of keeping people off the marshes. They probably believe in werewolves, superstitious yokels.
Ah, you're not the first to think so.
Oh, go on then, since we've got time.
Well, there's a local legend about a dog, a massive black dog. There was a local old boy, old Bob, who we went fishing with when we were kids. He used to tell us stories while we were motoring out or waiting for a bite. That story terrified me, about this dog from the devil called Black Shuck.
Couldn't he have thought of a less rubbish name?
Shuck's a local word, means air.
So this dog's called Black Hair, and this story scared you?
Anyway, this story is supposed to go back to the 12th century or Viking times or something, about this massive, brutal, hairy black dog.
It's a shaggy dog story then?
And he's got red glowing eyes.
Meaning he can't creep up on you in the dark? Handy that.
This dog is a harbinger of death. There's stories of sightings from here right down to Essex, and if you see him, you'll be dead before the year's out.
Ooh.
Later on, I went to the library and checked out this story to see if it was just an old wives' tale or if there'd been any sightings in that.
Well, go on then, which is it?
Both.
Pardon?
It's both. There's a few theories about how the legend started. It came over with the Vikings and Norse mythology, like tricks of the moonlight, stray animals, that sort of thing. But the most convincing theory is that it was invented by smugglers. They wanted to keep people off the marshes and away from where they were going to be landing.
So they invented the myth?
And by all accounts, it worked. The trouble is, and here's where the story gets frightening, they planted a seed and the legend grew. So the dog got blamed for things that had happened before, like this church in Suffolk where there's scorch marks on the door. They say it's this dog's paws where he ran through the church in the olden days. Then the story gets embellished, like how the steeple collapsed and people died in the church. Once the seed is planted, the story grows. There's more sightings. People see stuff whenever they're out in the dark. Their eyes play tricks, but they believe it's Shuck. One guy, on his way home from the pub, was found one morning, his fence post in his hands that he'd swing at anything that moved, screaming about the one-eyed dog. Once the seed is planted, it becomes real. One guy, on his way to milk the cows in the...
Yeah, that's the trouble with these stories. They're all about folksies in ye olden days. Who do you know who's ever milked a cow?
That's the thing. These sightings still happen. There was a story in the paper about local legends, and the last sighting of Black Shuck was 2007 or something. Some woman was driving and had to swerve to avoid a giant black dog. But when she went back to look, there are no paw prints, no sign of any dog. Nothing.
So the logical explanation is that it's a ghost.
I don't believe it, you don't believe it, because it's stupid, but people are just as suggestible now as in the olden days. Those smugglers who invented the myth planted the seed a little too well. And 500 years later, a woman sees things and swerves to avoid Shuck.
Sounds more like an insurance scam to me.
Well, you can take the mick if you want.
Oh, well. Hit the road, Jack Russell.
Goodness gracious, Great Danes of Fire.
Alsatian, a little prayer for you.
Hot with lipstick on your collie.
I just want you Dachshund for good.
Oh.
Puns are shit, aren't they?
They're not even funny. Lassie of the Mohicans.
Yeah, let's stop now.
Ain't nothing but a hound dog.
Scraping the barrel now, aren't we? How'd we get started on this?
Black Shuck.
Oh, yeah, the nasty doggy.
Or he's not a nasty doggy. There's also stories about Black Shuck protecting women when they're in danger.
I'll be all right then.
Or he guides travellers home when they're lost.
Well, that'll be you most of the time. It's bleak, innit?
What?
Well, it's proper bleak here. You'd start seeing demon dogs just from going balmy. Grey, cold, miserable. Probably drizzly most of the time. Don't know why anyone would want to come on holiday here.
I love it.
Really? I can see why you'd like mountains and that. Dramatic. Not my cup of tea, but at least you can appreciate it's beautiful. But this? Just lonely.
Balls! one holiday when I was a bit older and went off for walks on my own.
Oh, and that wasn't lonely?
I must have been 14ish or so. I walked all the way down this peninsula. Miles and miles it went. Tricky walking. It was all loose shingle.
Horrible. Gets in your shoes. I'd walk in the sea.
I don't want to do that. There's jellyfish all along here. Crabs, weaver fish.
What's one of them then?
All nasty little critters. They lie in the shallows and have these poisonous spines. No warning. You're just walking along by the surf and then these poisonous spines are in your feet and you're in agony.
And not just lonely, it's dangerous too.
Well, that's not the most dangerous. There's landmines left over from the war and stuff like that too. Bulldozers working on a sea wall turn them up and birdwatchers find them. I've never found one though. I'd like to. It'd be interesting, wouldn't it? Anyway, here I was on this peninsula and I didn't see a soul for hours. Tide was out. No one around.
Loneliest thing I've ever heard of.
No, because when I did see another face, he gave me a smile. He was farming oysters or mussels or something. He'd come out on the marshes on his Todd. He was glad to see another face. So was I. So he smiled at me and said hello, and I smiled at him and said hello, and then he went on his way.
Like ships that pass in the night.
You don't get that in London. That's why London's lonely as you think here would be, and why here is friendlier than any city.
He was probably a pedo, saw a teenager wandering alone on the marshes, come out to get ya.
No, I think I would have noticed if he was a pedo.
Probably changed his mind once he set eyes on you close up.
Lucy don't seem to mind.
No accounting for taste.
And who crapped in your handbag?
Calm down, Tart. I'm passing the time of day. Well, time of night.
I know you're sarcastic, but you're not normally like this.
Like what?
Bitchy. I don't know if you're taking a piss or just being deliberately rude.
All right, Art. I'm scared.
You? Scared?
All right. I'm apprehensive then. This is the biggest job we've ever done.
Yeah, think of the money.
Yeah, think of the money. But bear in mind how long we'll go down for if we're caught.
Well, it's only skunk. It's not anything hard.
No. This man will be going down for a long time. Think on that. We're a long way away from just dealing around the estate. We're away from help and friends and places to hide. And round here, the locals have got shotguns and aren't afraid to take the law into their own hands. This place is perfect for a murder. Miles of wilderness, washed by the sea twice a day.
I know.
And if it wasn't dangerous enough, we'd get caught by the tide. We have to try not to drown, freeze, get poisoned by spiky fish, or blown up by ancient landmines. So, I'm apprehensive. And I'm scared.
OK. So stop taking it out on me.
OK. But stop wittering on. Reckon there's jellyfish round here then?
Yeah, I would have thought so.
Brilliant. And crabs?
Yeah, famous for it.
Better and better. And weaver fish?
Probably.
Great. And landmines?
No, I wouldn't have thought so.
Oh, well, there's an upside.
I could be wrong, though.
Which didn't last very long.
Still safer than London.
Thing is, here's where London is lonely. Remember Rob?
Rob? Which Rob?
Lopsided Rob.
Lopsided Rob. Halfway to being an 80s fashion icon with his one shoulder pad. Yeah, I remember him.
Well, his dad worked cleaning this warehouse down the Isle of Dogs. Huge this place was, covered about 2 acres. And Rob's dad, well, they'd know if he hadn't cleaned it properly. The foreman did a check every morning. So all through the night, every night, Rob's dad swept and mopped the whole lot. But there was an extractor fan one end of the building and an inductor fan the other to keep the air moving through. And outside the end with the inductor fan was this wood yard, so all the sawdust had come blowing in all through the day. Every night he'd turn up and sweep 2 acres of aisles, then mop 2 acres of aisles, and it'd be dry by the time they turned up to work in the morning. But with people tramping through and the sawmill next door, it'd be filthy again by the time lopsided Rob's dad would turn up. And all through the night, every night, Rob's dad swept and mopped the whole lot. Lonely bloody place it was at night. I went with Rob once for some reason, can't remember why. All you could hear was this fan echoing away. Woom, 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 through the whole building. And imagine being there on your own. The place was so big, you'd imagine there was someone in the next aisle, round the next corner. Every so often you'd look up to check no one's climbing the shelves above you. You just see things. And all through the night, every night, Rob's dad swept and mopped the whole lot. Until, one night, he just snapped. They came in the morning and the warehouse wasn't clean. Place was so big it took a while to find him. When they did, he was just sat in the pool of sunlight what came through the hole in the wall where the fan was, clutching his hand to his throat and just saying over and over, "It's too much, it's too much." And that was all he ever said again, rest of his life. It's too much, it's too much.
The whole rest of his life?
Yeah. Once he snapped, there was no putting him back together again.
Did anything happen to him that night?
Not as far as anyone knows. I reckon he just did it to himself.
Clutching his hand, round his neck, like this?
Apparently.
That's interesting. You know where that comes from?
I have a feeling you're going to inform me.
It's medieval. In the Middle Ages, people used to keep holy relics in lockets round their neck. And when they were in danger or frightened or stressed, they clutched the locket, asking for God's protection from evil and that.
You don't say.
And the funny thing is that the gestures remained, and we think we're so advanced and enlightened and not superstitious, but really it all goes back to somewhere. We're all kids frightened of the dark, deep down.
Know what? You can be really, really boring sometimes. We gotta move, come on!
Right.
Police chopper! Back to the cars, quick!
That wasn't a helicopter, it was nothing
It's
like
the cops,
it.
run, come on!
No, it's the RAF. They always used to do that when I was little.
What?
Yeah, there's loads of RAF and Yank air bases round here. They're left over from the war. They send a Hercules, a big transport plane. It looks like a bomber. Flies along the coast so they can calibrate the radar stations or something. There, look, he's doing a turn, see? He might pass over again.
Well, he came out of nowhere. Why did he have his headlights on if he wasn't looking for us?
It'll be his landing light so we can see what's below him. Must be proper dangerous flying low at night. Screws up our night vision, you know. Oh, look, here he comes again.
Oh, Jesus!
They always do a few twists and turns. I think it's to make sure all the radar stations are linked up properly.
Well, do you want to get down anyway, just in case?
No, there's nothing to... What's that?
Jesus. What was that?
It's just a dog.
Just a dog?
Yeah, just a dog.
Big bugger. Where'd he come from?
I don't know. There'll be some explanation.
Well, where's he gone?
Well, I don't know.
Well, help me look. And what art is this?
It's a camping chair. A Boy Scout's always prepared.
You're not a Boy Scout.
There's no harm in being prepared anyway, is there? I knew we'd have a long wait. I wanted to be comfy.
Well, no wonder you fell over lugging this about. Don't expect me to carry it back.
No, we can leave it. It was only a couple of quid in Lidl.
Leaving evidence we've been here. Remind me, why am I doing this with you?
I'm doing this for Lucy. I don't even want to be here. The least you could do is pay me properly.
I'll pay you just enough that she doesn't get suspicious. It's more than you deserve. Now, how are we going to dispose of this chair?
It's fine to just leave it. Stuff like that gets washed up or abandoned here all the time. The tide will cover everything soon enough anyway.
There's more, isn't there? They might let you be a Boy Scout yet. Why didn't you tell me you brought a thermos?
Sort of forgotten all the excitement.
Only you.
Only me what?
Just only you.
Want one?
No, I'm all right, Tar. Got a special brew of my own. Want some?
No, thanks. You're okay.
I'm good for what ails you.
No, I'm fine, thanks.
That's not like you.
Shh. Listen. Mute swans.
Go figure.
Why is Lopsided Rob called Lopsided Rob?
Dunno, scoliosis or something.
He's not that lopsided.
He is without his shirt on.
When have you ever seen him without his shirt on? No. You and Rob, Lopsided Rob? Oh, I'd have thought you had more taste.
He's a nice guy.
Ain't that a turn up for the books?
You tell anyone.
Thought you said he was a nice guy.
He is.
Does Lucy know?
Why would I tell my sister? It was a long time ago anyway.
No. So that...
Yeah. Rob's a nice guy. Had a rough time.
Well, I never. You and Rob. Lopsided Rob. Looks like I got something on you now.
Nothing like what I got on you.
You wouldn't tell. You wouldn't hurt Lucy like that.
No, I wouldn't. As long as you stay in line, I wouldn't.
It's a curlew. Oh, curlew, cry no more in the air. There is enough evil in the crying of wind. Yates. W.B. Yeats.
Jesus, what was that?
Still,
What?
Seal, you know, common or grey. I'd love to see a seal while we're here.
What, like on a window?
Not seal. Fish-eating mammal, face like a Labrador, lives in water. You know, Greenpeace don't like 'em being clubbed.
Oh, seal. What, like a sea lion?
No, not a sea lion, a seal. Here. Do you see that? Or my eyes playing tricks?
You seen one then? Spooky old call anyway. Never knew they was so vocal.
Seriously, can you see that? It's clear now the moon's gone in.
Nah, you're alright. I don't much fancy joining you in seal spotting. Poor thing sounds lonely. Not surprising, really, living your whole life out here with nothing to look forward to but fish. Or getting captured and trained to clap.
Arf! 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 Look over there, Martha.
Have you seen one then? Maybe we could catch it ourselves and train it to clap. Make a fortune. Arf! Arf! Arf!
Sea lions, not seals. And come and look at this.
Probably be grateful not having to catch its own fish.
Martha, come over here. And have a gander at them red dingamies and tell me I'm not seeing things.
Look at what?
Over there.
Oh.
Not just me then.
Nah.
Wonder what they are.
Me too.
Look a bit like eyes, don't they?
Yeah. Funny what night does to your eyes.
I don't like it.
What? Think it might be Black Shuck coming to get ya?
No, seriously. What are they? That's the sea. They're at sea. And they're getting closer.
Maybe Black Shuck's really a seal. The legendary demon seal. Ooh, arf, 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 arf.
I think we should leave until it's past.
What? Thought you weren't going to be a numpty. Everything looks like eyes. Car headlights, cat's eyes in a road, cat's eyes in real life, the double O in the word... a coot.
Seriously?
Root. Boot.
Seriously?
Mook.
It's not even a word.
Tutu.
I don't bloody like the look of it. I like to know what's what and I am not hanging around to find out.
Calm down, Art.
So what are they?
Well, I don't know, but we've got to wait here for the drop. Look at yourself. Frightened of a couple of glowing... things.
I don't mind admitting they freak me out.
Yeah, me too, but calm down. Blimey, Charlie.
Nah, bugger this for a laugh. Not risking this. See ya.
Oh, you little...
And Tutu's spelt with a U.
Oh, Christ's sake. 2 U's, actually. Hello? Hello?
Coot! Is that you, Coot?
Sea Eagle?
I thought there were meant to be 2 of you.
Yeah, there are. He's gone off.
Gone off?
Yeah, back in a second. Drop the goods. I'll take 'em. He'll be back and give me a hand in a minute.
I don't want to hand over if you're going to be hanging around. If you get caught, they'll be after us. I don't want to be doing a high-speed chase at sea. Nor do I want any trouble when I'm back in Holland.
He'll be back in a minute.
Well, he's had a minute. How far's he gone?
Not far.
Didn't he hear us pull up? What's that?
Dog lost on the marshes.
A dog? Drug squad?
No, just a stray. Or maybe a fisherman's, or out for a late walk.
I thought you said you 2 were alone. You hadn't heard anyone else about.
We haven't. I said maybe.
Witnesses. Brilliant.
No. Even if there is anyone, it'll just be some mook.
What?
Some mook.
What does that mean?
You know, M-O-O-K. Mook. Look, nobody's seen us, and it's dark anyway. You gonna drop the goods so we can all go home?
Sure. But I don't need to tell you to get off the marshes quick. And if you go down, don't take us with you. Catch.
Oh. Thanks.
Switching the light off.
Hang on, I'll get me torch. Oh, damn.
Oh. Battery?
Yeah, don't worry. Himself has got a spare. Oh, there's one on me phone, but I want to save the battery.
Okay. Switching the light off now. Good luck.
You too. Oh, hello, boy. Good dog. Good boy. There's a good lad. Nothing for you here. Go back to your own sweet home. Bit of tea. Off you go now. Go on. Have you gone, boy? Right. Art! OK, boy. Do you want to play? OK. Oh, here's Art's shell. Chase it now. I'm going to throw it. Nice game of chase. Off you go. Here goes. Go on, boy. And don't come back. Thanks. No offence. Oh, hell. Now it's a game of fetch. In the dark. With a black dog. OK, boy. Do you like swimming? I'll throw it into the sea. Ready? Ready? Go on! You all right, boy? Here, boy. Here, boy. And now I've killed a dog. Fantastic. Come on, pick up. Art, when you get this, call me back. I could really use you now. You must be out of reception or have you dropped your phone. I mean, it can't get much worse. Art, if you get this, I haven't moved. I can't leave 3 bags and I can't carry 6, especially as the moon's gone in. So try sticking to your promise and not being a numpty.
Sorry, I freaked out.
I noticed. Thank you for coming back.
Yeah, well, let's get out of here.
Can't move yet, not till the moon comes out again.
We can use the torches now, can't we?
No lights if we can help it. My torch has died anyway.
I'm bricking it here.
Why did Lucy ever marry you?
Oh, sometimes I wonder.
We're doing okay. Well, I suppose we'd better just wait for the moon then.
Maybe we don't have to. Look, there. Can you see it?
See what?
That light.
What light?
It's the light on the village church.
Where?
It's the church above the village. The light's in the tower. I'm sure it is. Can't you see it?
No, where?
Over in the east.
How would I know which way's east?
Did you not look at a map before we came?
Of course I did.
Then you'll know which way's east.
No.
Open sea, northerly coast, north. Harbour, southwest. Beach on harbour, southeast. Town, inland, east. Over there.
I can't see it.
What are you, blind? Over there, where I'm pointing.
I can't see where you're pointing.
Over bloody there.
What's your point anyway?
Well, if we head straight towards it, that's the village.
What do you mean that's the village?
Well, we can't miss it. If we head towards the light, it'll take us back to the cars.
No, you'll fall in a creek again if you just head in a straight line.
So, we just sit here?
We need moonlight to see the paths.
We've got a torch between us.
No lights. We wait.
I suppose we better.
No harm in getting loaded up ready, though. Here, give us a hand with the bags. Careful.
I didn't want to do this, you know. I'm only here because of Lucy. I want to take her on the holiday of a lifetime, to Ibiza. The nice side, mind. Stay for 3 months, all summer.
Me too, in a way.
Well, how do you mean?
Well, I'm just here because of Lucy.
Why?
Nothing.
No, tell me. A bit of time on our hands till the moon comes out. Why are you here because of Luce?
Oh, I got started in a trade to keep her. I'll tell you one day. How'd you get started anyway?
Well, I had this Ford Escort.
You started dealing because you had a Ford Escort. Surely a Capri would fit the cliche better.
No, let me finish. This Escort was a right old banger, always breaking down. Well, I don't know that one. I got this Escort from a scrapyard as a runner, and it did run for a little while, and then it didn't. But the engine was good, so I didn't want to sell it. So, being as I was 18 and not up to much, no jobs going, I thought I'd become a mechanic, just to keep this Escort going. But I needed a way to support myself through the course, and by the time I'd finished, well, I was making more through dealing than I ever could being a mechanic, so I've kind of balanced the two, dipped into one or the other, depending on which way the wind's blowing like. Then Luce came along. So I met you, and I'd never smuggled before, only dealt, but here we are. What about you?
Well, I got started because of Luce. She was a kid. I had to do what we could. I had to start dealing, round school, then round the estate. One thing led to another, and here we are.
After your nan died?
Yeah, well, not as such, no.
After your mum died?
Luce would be too young to remember. I shouldn't tell you.
I'm not going to pass on anything that'll hurt her.
Well, obviously Mum died when Luce was a baby, and Nan had us for about 5 years. I remember Mum. I remember Lucy's dad. Not mine. We're only half-sisters. Don't tell her that, though.
OK. I always thought you looked a bit too different. I think she might suspect, though.
I've always considered us full sisters. She was my whole world, of course, when Nan went.
How did she go?
Oh, that's the other thing Lucy don't know. Nan was alive a long time after Luce knew. She, Nan, had a funny turn, took her out.
Sorry, I didn't know. I don't think Luce knows too much.
That didn't kill Nan, though. Me and Luce went into care. See, it set something off in Nan. They wouldn't let me and Luce go back. Something in her had snapped. It all gets a bit hazy. I mean, I was only 12 at the time, but I do know the worst part. She went berserk on a night bus, waving a meat cleaver around and that.
Gord.
Gord is right. I think it was schizophrenia set off by the stress. I read up on it, of course. Researching's easier now there's the internet. Of course, that also means it's easier to be wrong, but it fits. I reckon it had been hidden before, but brought on by life getting harder. That's what happens. It's in the genes and gets triggered. Affects everyone differently, of course.
There's treatment for disorders and that, though, isn't there? Drugs to control it?
Well, there are now. There were some then, but she'd hidden the signs, if there were any. If only she'd had a bit of help. But this was the early 90s. No help, and not a chance of care in the community after that. Oh, no. All away Nick for her. I went and visited when I could. Wasn't a lot of point. Half the time she wasn't warm no more. She certainly wasn't Nan. She was in her own little world of pain. She took it out on the people around her, and you could never tell how she'd be. Might be fine, might be sulking till she couldn't talk, might yell her nut off. That's why I never took Lucy along, though Nan lived another 7 years.
Lucy has no idea.
I think Lucy just assumed she was dead. Only the good memories left. And me and Luce just got pushed from one foster home to the next till I broke free. Started dealing in school, then round the estate. Enough to get some independence for me and Luce. Eventually got me a council house and a bit of stability.
And she's grateful for it.
Well, in her mid-teens, when she didn't want to live with me no more, Luce found Mag and Rob, got settled. Then you came along. How are they, by the way?
Mag and Rob. Mag's Rob. They're fine.
Arthur!
What? Are you expecting anyone?
No. Nobody here knows me name.
Well, you must have told...
Shh.
Where are you?
You'll have to answer.
You answer. Why is he coming from over there?
I don't know.
What? The sea's that way. Who's coming from over there?
I don't know, Art.
Arthur! Come here!
Bossy, isn't he?
No jokes. What's going on?
I don't know.
Well, don't answer.
Art! Arthur!
He's getting closer. We'll have to.
Well, if he knows us, he'll know where to find us.
And if he doesn't?
If not, then... we got guns.
Are you serious?
Play it by ear.
Art, you despicable little bugger, where are you?
I'm over here, Twinkle. Where might you be?
Hello?
Hello yourself.
Who's that?
It's Arthur.
Oh, come on.
What's your Arthur? Where are you?
Over here.
Stop it.
I can't see you, boy.
I'll shine a light.
You dare.
No, I won't. Battery's dead.
I've got one hair. I'll shine it so you can find me.
No, don't worry. I reckon I can find you without. What do you want me to come over there for anyway?
No, not you, boy. My dog, Arthur.
Oh, for God's sake.
Lost him, have you?
That I have.
When?
Earlier on,
Been out on the marshes all night, has he?
pretty much.
Does he howl a lot?
Yeah, when he's lost. Been following him around all night.
What's he look like?
What's he look like?
Big black mongrel.
How'd he lose him?
How'd you lose him?
I was out night fishing. First cast out, he thought I was throwing a ball for him. He chased away. He ran into the sea, then along a bit, then I lost track of him.
Does he have shit for brains?
That was silly, wasn't it?
Why'd he bring a badly trained black dumb mutt out on a night like this?
Why'd you have him with you?
Well, get lonely on your own, don't you? What are you doing out here, anyway?
Night fishing?
Get rid of him.
Not seen him, mate. Sorry.
Hold you hard, boy. I'll head over.
Old as hard? Pardon?
I'll come over there. I could do with a bit of company.
Quick, get rid of him.
How do I do that?
Just do it.
But you'll talk to me about fishing.
Go.
Where are you, Arthur boy?
On my way.
You've been rabbiting on about nothing and everything all night. Just spin him a line and get back quick.
But...
Oh, fine, I'll do it.
Okay. 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 I'll just wait here. That's okay. Guarding the bags. It's okay. So if you can't keep them away, I'm here with a vast amount of jail juice. I'll be off to Sing Sing. Okay. No. But think of the money, Art. Just think on that. All for Lucy. just nice stuff. For her. And what could you tell her? Okay. I haven't made the sacrifices you have, but at least I'm not a blackmailer. So here I am, just me and 6 bags of bad. Plenty of money. If you don't get caught, if you don't fall in a pothole and drown, or get buzzed by the RAF, or tread on a weaver fish, or upset a farmer with a gun, or an omen dog, or any bugger else who's wandering about on the marshes tonight. Oh, it's a stupid bloody place. Who come here for a holiday? And keep your voice down. Oh, freaking K.
Got rid of him.
For now.
Forever.
Forever?
You okay?
Gotta get out of here.
No, gotta wait for the moon. If we start now and lose the way, we won't know where we are to get back on track when the moon does come out.
I can't take much more of this.
You'll have to.
We have to go. Everything's riding on getting out with the gear ASAP.
We wait for moonlight.
We move now. We'll head for that light on that church. The pressure's got to you. I mean, you're not seeing straight.
I could say the same about you. We wait.
You wait. I'm off.
Well, good bloody riddance. Write to me from jail. Or from hospital. You'll break a leg. Or get hypothermia. Or drown. I'll be in the Costa del Sol having it large. Larging it up. Woo! Not on some god-forsaken salt marsh. Not on some crappy little spot on the edge of an inbred county, all cold and mucky and wet, and with some cold-to-witted brother-in-law. Not busting a gut-heaving skunk around a bog. When the moon comes out. If the moon comes out. If... Oh, bollocks. Bit of Dutch courage. Here we go.
Martha? Oi, Martha! Where have you got to? I was only gone a minute. Martha!
Did you hear the seagull art?
Oh, thank Christ. You were right. We shouldn't have split up. What's seagull?
The seagull!
Where are your bags?
If only she'd had a little help.
Who? There's no seagull. Look at me. We've got to get back to the car.
You've got to get back to the car.
Oh, I'm sorry I left you alone.
Everybody else has.
You need to just...
I don't need to do anything.
We'll be okay. Think of the money.
You think of the money.
Just let's go.
You go. I'm beginning to like it here.
We've got to go. Ow! I'm going. Your car will still be where you left it. You can follow on when you're ready.
It's too much.
It's not too late.
It's too much.
Look, it's all right.
It's too much.
It's all right. Come on now. Come here.
It's too much.
Oh! Jesus! Oh, you've hit me! For fuck's sake! What's in the belly? Oh, Jesus! Oh, it's worse than that. It's worse. I can't feel my feet. Oh, damn it, my feet! I can't feel my feet.
Uh-huh.
Oh, God damn! At least when mine went off, it missed. I can't move my feet. I can't even feel my feet. Oh, Jesus, how we get out now?
Oh, give me your phone. I've got an idea.
Okay. What the hell? That's gone right in the sea. How we get out?
We won't. Or rather, we won't.
I need urgent medical help or I will die. Painfully.
You really should thank me. I'm helping the both of you.
Both of who?
You and Lucy.
No! Hurt me, hurt Luce.
I'm doing her a favour.
What the hell are you talking about?
She'll think you died a hero trying to provide for her. A death or glory shooting star that burnt itself out by burning too bright. Oh, she won't see you grow old. She'll never know the truth about you. She'd have had to grieve over you sometime. This way, sooner than planned, but it's still best all round, don't you think?
And if I don't die?
Oh, no. Remember why we picked tonight?
Don't play games.
Aren't you curious?
I don't care. I'll probably die. And when I'm gone, it won't matter to me.
No, probably about it. Guess why we picked tonight?
Oh, I know why tonight. It's the full moon and the only night we could have done.
And the tide?
Was at the right time. Now stop playing games.
Oh, but that is the game, though. It's also a spring tide. An extra big tide. Why does that matter, Arthur?
Because it will be covered here.
Oh, yes, indeed. All this will be covered in 4 hours' time. The perfect place for a murder. I had a moment of clarity, like an alcoholic sobering up. I saw it all. I knew something was going on that I couldn't understand and that I had to get rid of you. So me and Luce would be like we used to. This trip was my last chance, if I decided to go through with it. And I did.
You are just appalling.
No! I just believe in justice. I'm doing you a favour. I'm letting you die in a place you love. How many people get to do that?
Oh, thanks.
Oh, better than dying in some old folks' home, surrounded by people paid to pretend to care about you. I care about you.
Well, clearly.
I'm your guardian angel. Right now, you're the oldest person in the world.
I'm 34.
Oh, counting forwards, you're 34. Counting backwards, you have 4 hours. If you don't bleed to death, you'll drown when the tide rises. You know how long you have. Do you have the clarity dying people see yet?
Right now, I can't see a thing except a crazy, spiteful hag.
I've given you the chance to feel remorse, to make peace with yourself for what you've done.
Well, one good turn deserves another. How are you feeling?
I do have a headache. It's stressful being a guardian angel.
I bet.
This'll soon sort it out, though. Nice drinky.
Yeah, that'll sort you out. Drink deep.
What's in it?
Oh, now that'd be telling.
How'd you do it? You can't have spiked it. You were nowhere near it. The only people who could have got near it were me and Lucy. No!
I'm not the only one who wants to be free of you.
Why?
She knows you've been blackmailing me. I bought the arsenic, measured out the dose. All she had to do was pop it in your hip flask.
But she'd never hurt me.
Perhaps you should try being kinder. Maybe not bully people once in a while. Maybe not threaten to let on about my cheating.
She'll be alone.
The money.
What?
She's transferred the money. We can't get her the gear and Rob will be after her for the other half.
Oh, shit.
Shit! Give me that shell back. I want to die looking at something pretty.
I threw it in the sea.
Spiteful.
Doing what I had to. Same as always. Poor Lucy. I did this for her, you know.
Me too.
You've been listening to Black Shuck by Duncan Hands, with Rachel Knott as Martha, Alexander Pankhurst as Art, and additional voices by Tom Slatter, Duncan Hands, and Ellie Pitkin. The show is directed by Ellie Pitkin, with sound by Andrew Crane. The theme music is Mist on the Moor by Kevin MacLeod at incompetech.com. This was a Blackshaw Theatre Company production.